Howdy zookeepers and welcome to the Northridge Zoo. We just completed our brand new desert exhibit and I'll be taking you through a guided tour of it so you can see all the adorable animals that are new to the zoo. And we're starting the tour right at the entrance because I just have to show you my new favorite view of the entire zoo. That is our desert dome right up there. We're gonna be going to it right now, actually. So we'll be walking this way right past the flamingos that we built in our second episode, all the way down this path. It is quite a while, but on the way to our desert exhibit, we can turn and admire the brand new staff building that we built just last episode. I did include a few wolf statues as well, so they are pointed right towards this way. And that's not the only stop we'll be taking. We also have the brand new animal hospital for animals of the zoo, as well as wildlife rescue animals. So we added this little path last episode with a few exhibits on the outside of this hospital. And the idea is that they rescue animals around the area. For instance, we have this skunk right here. He's just walking inside right over there. But the idea is the zoo's rescued a wild skunk and he's just on showcase until he gets better and they re-release him. And then we actually have a second exhibit right over here for the red fox. So if you don't know, the zoo takes place in the Pacific Northwest. So these are both animals that you would find there. And I'm not seeing the red fox at all. I believe her name is Eleanor. Eleanor, where are you? Oh, well, maybe we'll check back in later, but she's probably in her burrow. Right as I'm guessing, there's Eleanor right over there. So she's doing a lot better. I'm sure she'll be going to the wild very, very soon if this was a real zoo. And then I added some educational elements because the whole idea is to discuss and educate the guests about rehabilitation and just protecting natural wildlife, because a lot of these would probably be local people in the area. So it just showcases how they can take care of wildlife around their house and stuff. So yeah, but I noticed you catch a little glimpse of the desert restaurant. So I'm already excited. Let's get to this desert area. I'm going to start running because I'm so excited. We do have this pathway a little bit forested. It's still a little bit of a work in progress, so ignore it a little bit. We have a little barrier for where future expansion is going to be. No spoilers there yet, but it's going to be a pretty good one. So yeah, and we're slowly working our way over to our brand new desert area, which finally has a name. It's about to be revealed. Wait. It's called the Living Desert. So this is one of two entrances. I wanted to build like a brand new section of the zoo. The story with this is this used to be just forest, and the zoo decided to expand it with not just a gigantic animal enclosure, but a whole living desert. So we're starting off our tour on the Desert Oasis. This is kind of what this is called. This is actually a mixed habitat. So right here we have the Adex, which is from the Sahara Desert right there. And it looks like there's a brand new Adex baby, which is very exciting because those are actually critically endangered. So those are very awesome to have. And there are also Bactrian camels. So technically these animals probably aren't exhibited too often together because the Bactrian camel is actually from the Gobi Desert in Asia, except I don't see any of our camels. They're probably behind the scenes right behind this rock. We'll have to swing around there and hopefully catch a glimpse of them from the restaurant that's right up there. So we'll be eating there very, very soon. So then right as you turn around, you get a glimpse of the amazing animal bridge. I'm not seeing any of the residences from the animal bridge, so we'll just kind of walk past that for now and maybe catch a glimpse of one after we visit the amazing desert dome that we have. And you might see a little glimpse and sneak peek of a residence that's in there. These people are excited to go there. Let's go check it out. So this is actually, we ended up calling it the world's desert. So this isn't just one desert. We wanted to showcase the entire ecosystem of deserts. A lot of the time you think deserts are dead, desolate, dry. They are dry, but they are not dead. They're very much living. And the armadillo is a example of that. So this is the armadillo enclosure. They do have a lot of room towards the back, and looks like that's where he's going. He's headed to the back. He's going out of his way to go take a nap, I think, probably. But yeah, that gives us time to admire this room and everything, and then we can go check on our other residences if we can sneak past these people. This is the western diamondback rattlesnake, native to the deserts of North America. Same with the armadillo. I think we have a few of those snakes in there, and it is really nice having like these kind of natural rocks that peek into the exhibit, so it makes it look a little bit more natural than just a gigantic box. But this is just the desert snake row, because we also have another snake in here. This is, I believe, the eastern brown snake, native to Australia. So they're in the desert regions there. As you can see, it showcases a little bit of New Zealand, but I don't think they're in New Zealand. They're definitely only in Australia, because that is where the desert is. And then here we have another snake. Are these the rattle? These might be the rattlesnakes. These are the What are the other ones? I don't remember. Oh, this is the viper. This is the viper. Okay, I'm completely making it up. That's the viper in there. You know, I'm still learning my snakes, guys. I placed them in there and then I forgot. This is the diamondback snake from America. So yeah. I messed it up. That's okay. Hey, that's why the education boards are there. You know, you learn something new every time you go to the zoo, and then you can turn around after you make that snake mistake and you get a glimpse into our desert dome. So this kind of is just a grand centerpiece. You get another little exhibit animal, the Gila monster right here, one of the only venomous lizards. It might be the only one. It doesn't say it on the little board right here, but yeah, they are from the desert of North America and stuff. And we're gonna go right over here to our first habitat animal of the desert dome, and this is actually the African spurred tortoise. We originally, in the episode we built this desert dome, we put prairie dogs in here. We were gonna have a peccary in here. Then we put the prairie dogs in. I ended up switching it around, and I put the African spurred tortoise right here. We have one of them. And she's doing lovely. She's enjoying life. She's chilling in the desert dome. And it's a great time. It's fun because I think it's about to like rain or something, and she's just going to be chilling in the desert dome. It's great because it is a cold map. So a lot of the time animals would complain, but inside she's chilling. So yeah, I really am proud of how this whole room turned out. I love it. I ended up adding these little blue panels to make it kind of blend in with the sky and stuff. And yeah, it's just great. So then we can head off over this way. That's a staff area, but we can check out our Phoenix fox, which she's right there. Oh, she's always in her burrow, so I'm actually pleasantly surprised we can see her out and about. She's wandering around. I ended up raising her terrain right here right after the video because I realized it was kind of difficult to see her. Oh, it's snowing, actually. It's not just raining. It's snowing, and the desert animals are still happy. We probably would close those windows in real life, but we'll keep them open for in Planet Zoo and everything. But if I turn around, we get a glimpse into the Oasis. This is officially the only restaurant in the zoo right now. But real quick before the Oasis, I just wanted to show this amazing little bathroom. You know, you got to appreciate the bathroom work and stuff. So yeah, let's take a glimpse into the Oasis. We can ask for a little reservation right here. It looks like it's pretty open back there. So we can just walk back here and then you're in the Oasis. I ended up decorating it a ton. I kind of just decorated it for like desert art kind of thing, not any specific theme. And then you can come out here. I am amazed people are eating their food out here. It seems like it's freezing. But luckily, the Bactrian camels, there they are. They do not mind the weather at all. That's part of the reason why I chose them. Because since we're in the cold Pacific Northwest, they love the cold. So they're out enjoying it. They're as noisy as ever. I'm sure this front seat right here is a little smelly, but that's fine. They have an option of sitting in here. So yeah, that's the restaurant. And then you can go ahead and backtrack all the way back through the desert dome. See if you saw any animals that you missed. You can take it back, or you can just take this pathway that is just like a nice little scenic route all the way back through here, past the armadillo again, who I think he's still chilling in the back. I think his name's Antonio. And then you can go out this way. And I just caught a glimpse of the animal running across the animal bridge. I think I just missed it. Oh, no, we didn't. There's the striped hyena running across the working animal bridge that we actually managed to build in franchise mode. One of the probably most difficult things to do in franchise mode, because I thought the guests would be frightened as they walked past, but luckily they aren't. So I think it was just out of range. I think that's the only hyena we'll probably spot on the bridge. I think I see one over there somewhere, but I think he's a little shy. So yeah, we have, I believe, 7 hyenas. I ended up putting a female in, but we'll have to go check out their habitat. Right after, I did not show this at all on camera, we made a little food stall area. So this is supposed to be kind of like a little desert outpost. You can go grab some snacks. Oh, our employee's waving at us. So yeah, I just built this kind of off camera because I was like, we kind of need a food area in this section. And then if you swing around, this is just the bigger entrance to this area. So we're going to have a lot of exhibits kind of around here. One on the other side of these rocks that we'll be building very, very soon. But yeah, so this is just another way into the living desert section. And I think I just saw a hyena walk right past there. So the hyenas are starting to show off. So let's go see them from here. So this is one of the viewing of the hyenas. This isn't technically part of the living desert section, but there's going to be an African themed area very, very soon past that barrier. So I thought the hyenas kind of just connected with both sections. So I kind of wanted a viewing from the main path out here. As you can see, they're very excited. They're taking pictures and everything. And oh, that's a soccer ball, but we're missing the hyenas. They're kind of shy during this area. Oh, wait, no, there's one. Yeah, so I kind of wanted to make this one a bit more vibrant, this section. So it's one gigantic habitat, kind of split up. So this is like a lot more forested. And we got one of those beautiful striped hyenas right there wandering around, and then one in the bridge back there. So, and then there's one more viewing spot of them all the way back here. Kind of a trek because it is such a massive enclosure. But this one's actually more desert themed because it's right next to the entrance to the living desert. So I went ahead and changed the viewing structure completely. I did it towards the end of the episode when I was working on the hyenas, and I ended up going with this design, and I'm a lot more proud with it. It took me a solid 30 minutes, so I'm kind of glad I didn't incorporate that in the video because that would have been like a very long video. But this bottom section is kind of all desert themed. It's kind of like the lower section, and I am not seeing any of them, sadly. Sometimes they all come down. It looks like this food is a little old, but the keepers do like putting food down here. We also have one of their toys right there that they end up coming down to it. But oh, we have one. They're running around up top there, so you can kind of catch a glimpse. It's a little glary right now just with the sun pointed at it, but the sunshade normally fixes that pretty quickly. Oh, as you can see, the keeper's actually bringing down the food right now, so we might get actually a pretty good showing of the hyenas really quickly here if they end up dumping the food right in that same spot. They kind of just decide which spots to do it. So we'll have to check that out. Let me just show the structure while the hyenas start running down. But yeah, that's kind of like the full circle of the living desert. And then it'll go into more and more as we go. But here's the hyenas now. And I think this is just kind of a perfect ending of the tour. This is just a great showing of all of the amazing animals we added to the North Ridge Zoo. And oh my goodness, I did not even I was about to cut the video, but I didn't realize that we had a baby hyena. Oh my gosh, that baby's adorable. If you want to watch the videos of me building this entire area, make sure you check out the playlist on your screen right now, and be sure to subscribe to see when new episodes of the North Ridge Zoo come out. Other than that, have a great rest of your day, everyone.